So I started back in 1993, and I believe my title when I first arrived was System Support Specialist. It was such a privilege and honor and stroke of luck to come to TRS when I did. My passion has always been computer science, and when I arrived, TRS just had a mainframe, and that's all they had, and they were just looking for someone to modernize the organization. We had about 500 PCs in a box and no internet, but we had a router sitting in a box, and pretty much it was my playground.
Chris is a professional, engaging, and responsive coworker, friend, and colleague, and I really appreciate that about him.
But the biggest contributions were when COVID hit. You know, we had dipped into the remote work, and we just had to go remote automatically. And because of the systems that Chris and his team worked with us to get for our contact center, we didn't miss a beat. Our folks went home one day and they were on the phones the next day. So he wanted to make sure that we ensured that our members were able to be served.
When TRS undertook the initiative to redevelop its platform on which the pension operates and implement trust, we'd outsourced to a vendor and had some challenges, as probably everyone listening to this knows. But when it came time for us to look at developing the underlying platform for the health plan, by then we had decided to insource that work and build a team that could do it ourselves. And the work that they did was phenomenal. We'll always be indebted to Chris and the IT team for insourcing HiLob.
One other thing that Chris and I share in common, not work related, but certainly something that we both can reflect on, is that his son went through a college baseball journey much to the same extent that my son is finishing up his. A lot of milestones there, and a lot of shared stories along the way. You know, it was cool to see Chris, and Chris's son was a pitcher, my son is a catcher, so there's a relationship there. But seeing all the ups and downs and the highs and lows and all the emotions through the years, it's a journey. And Chris has now made it to the other side. I'm sure he sometimes thinks back and is pretty sad to see that it's no longer, you know, something that he can do with his son, but it is something that hopefully he can do with his grandchildren.
I think really it's the people and the team that we've built together. That's what I'm most proud of, because it's incredible. I mean, the team that we have here, I wouldn't take for anyone else. I mean, it's really a great team. But also I think it's just, you know, kind of starting from scratch and all the layers of technology and things we've been able to add through the years. I'm very proud of the overall product. It wasn't just me, it was an entire team that was able to make that happen. I'm very proud of where we are with that.
Chris embodies all of our core values, but if I had to pick a couple, first and foremost, it's really the member focus, because everything that Chris and his team does is really all about what can we do to better serve our members.
You know, I think it's fair to say Chris is just an all-around good guy who loves his family and friends. What more could you ask for?
Chris, congratulations on 30 years. We love having you at TRS.
So Chris, congratulations on 30 years of service. It's been a pleasure to work with you.
Chris, I don't want this to indicate your age or mine. However, I want you to know we're very proud of you and appreciate your public service. Congratulations on 30 years of service, Chris.
Chris, I want to congratulate you on 30 years with us here at TRS and for being such an outstanding CIO. You've been wonderful to work with. I hope we continue to do it for lots of years to come. And thank you for everything that you do for us.
Well, thank you, TRS, especially IT division, for all that you've done for me in support. It's been wonderful, and I plan to be here another 30.